Hi, beautiful. It's been a while since we've seen each other on this channel. Yes, a lot has changed. Well, for one, my hair is longer and growing, but I did not forget about you. And if you are on my email list, you know that's true because I've been consistently sending you emails with tips on healing. So today's topic is about how to start trusting your body again after an injury. And this is such a recurring topic. I'm constantly working on this with my clients. And why this is such a recurring topic is because a lot of people after an accident, they face fear of doing a certain type of activity or fear of re-injuring themselves while doing that activity. Because if your body let you down once, who's to say that it's not going to happen again, right? So how do you start trusting yourself again? How do you start trusting your body again that you are okay, that you can do that again? Well, it's about retraining your brain. It's about rewiring your brain. It's about creating those new neural pathways that will help you become courageous again. And a lot of people, they don't know that. So what happens after a serious injury is that they stop doing what they were doing before the accident happened. And I've heard, so many sad stories over the years from women and also men who stopped doing things they loved prior to the accident because they started perceiving that activity as dangerous. So potentially the activity is not dangerous, but they start perceiving it as that. Like, for example, Christina, one of the amazing members of my community, contacted me recently and she shared that she misses bike riding, but just the thought of doing that makes her anxious. But the very important thing is that Christina did not injure herself while bike riding, but doing something makes her anxious, right? So it's not about, you being afraid of doing something because doing that activity, that's how you injured yourself. No. Fear is a tricky little thing. And if we don't resolve that, one day you wake up and all of a sudden you realize that that fear took over your life. And also fear, if it's not resolved, it can grow into a full-grown phobia. So just the thought of doing something makes you anxious. So it's a lot more than just getting over fear of doing a certain activity because, for example, before, again, if we take bike riding, maybe right now you're not seeing your friends that much because before you were bike riding together and now you're afraid of doing that. So your social life suffers. So you see, it's not just about, oh, it would be good to be courageous again by doing something because it can affect your whole life. So retraining your brain is absolutely possible. And sometimes the change can happen really fast. I'm talking here about minutes. And sometimes it takes just a bit longer, a couple of hours or maybe a few days. By following this process that I'm going to share with you, you're going to see results. This is how I retrained my brain. This is how I've been helping my clients retrain their brain so they can start living their lives again to the fullest because this is your birthright. This is what you deserve. So how do you retrain your brain? Well, one of the techniques that I use and that I love is rehearsal or very intentional visualization. So before you do anything physical, you will use your mind and your imagination to prepare your body. So first things first, what is it that you would like to do? What kind of activity? First, you have to know that. Is this bike riding? Is this horse riding? Is this hiking? Is this maybe you're using crutches and right now you want to do those first steps, but you're terrified. So what is it that you want to do? Now that you have it, I want you to close your eyes and see yourself doing it successfully, of course, successfully, and from step one. So what do I mean by step one? You don't, let's take an example of bike riding. You do not start by seeing yourself in the traffic on the bike with a lot of other people. No, you don't start there. You start by seeing a bike in front of you. You start by standing by the bike, holding it, holding the handles, seeing the color of the bike. The very first step. Or if we take an example of first steps, right now you're using crutches and you want to do those first steps, you do not start by seeing yourself running a marathon successfully. No, you start by seeing yourself sitting down and then standing up. And while you're doing all of this, you breathe through the experience. Very important. And I'm going to share with you why breathing is so important just a bit later on. But you, like I said, you start with step one and you breathe. And you do not do anything else until you feel comfortable in that situation, because you have to show yourself, your mind, your brain, that you are okay, that you are safe in this situation. So you are breathing through the experience and you do not do anything else until you feel comfortable in this situation and until you have that, that's easy, that's nice, what's next? And only then you start adding additional details. So what is the next step? Again, if we go back to bike riding, the next step is to sit on the bike. So you see yourself in your mind sitting on the bike. So you are slowly adding those details step by step. And again, you are breathing through the experience and you do not skip steps and you do not go, oh yeah, now I can go and sure. No, slowly, because you have to kind of gather all the evidence to show yourself that you are safe in this situation and that you are comfortable and confident and that you can do it. And again, you are breathing through this. So you are keep coming back to step one, step two, step three. You are slowly adding those details until you can actually see yourself successfully doing that and successfully finishing that activity. So everything is happening in your mind, in your imagination, before you go then to the physical part. So you go to the physical part only when you see yourself doing it successfully, completing it successfully in your mind. And then you do it in physical reality. So you use your body. And again, you start with step one. And again, you breathe through this experience. So if we take bike riding, you again see the bike, you see the color, you grab the handles, you become comfortable by doing that. Then you sit on the bike, you're breathing it, okay? Step one. Step two, slowly add those details again and breathe and breathe and breathe and do not skip steps. And why breathing is so important is because calm, deep breathing keeps you calm, you are feeling safe. And it also keeps your nervous system calm, which is very important because you don't want to be anxious while doing something, right? You already have been anxious while thinking of doing something. So breathing through this, showing yourself that you are safe in the situation. And now that you know how to do this technique, it's simple, right? But it's very powerful. And this is how I help myself. This is how I've been helping my clients. And I know that this process will help you as well. And I cannot wait. Please send me an email, text me on social media, whatever it is, shout out like, Maya, I'm doing it. I want to hear your success stories. And of course, to discover more about my work and to get access to all the free and paid resources to join my healing programs that will help you heal beyond expectations, please visit my website, mayanovak.com, and make this a reality today. About this video, please share it, like it, subscribe it, and I'll see you very soon.